months ago, my online buddy, Sled Boss Production, wrote, "A behind the scenes / camera gear would be really cool for all the viewers." Sled Boss, thanks so much for the comment and giving me the idea for this vlog. This is my vlogging gear vlog. Today's vlog is all about my gear.
My gear.
And if you don't like gear, get out of here.
Out of here.
Scroll down to the next topic in your feed. Presidential tweet indeed. I hope you sit right back and learn about gear. I know this song is burning your ear. I fear. Let's just go.
Let's just go.
Talk about my gear.
Wow, that was terrible.
I know, right? Sorry about that. First up in the gear guide is the camera that I like the best. It's the amazing Canon G7x. I love this baby. Just say I walk in and Q-Puppy's doing something so cute, like he always is. It takes 2 seconds, look at this. I pull this thing out of my pocket, which it fits in the pocket, and I pull it out, start it, and it's already recording. Quick. And it has this handy little fold up so you can actually frame yourself in the viewfinder. A tip for this camera, if you talk to the viewfinder, it looks like this. If you talk into the lens, it looks a lot better. It looks more personable, like you're talking right to the person. That make sense? If you are looking to start vlogging, or you want to up your vlogging game, or you just want a really good camera, the Canon G7x is about $900 Canadian, and then you got to get, of course, one of these memory cards, which I've tried a bunch of them, and this one's really good. This Lexar 64 gigabyte, 95 megabytes a second. The next piece of gear I want to talk about is my primary studio shooter, which is this one, the Canon 70D. What I love about these two cameras is the amazing autofocus. It just happens in real time and you can't hear it, which is a great thing. The Canon 70D is a very versatile camera. I just use it primarily sitting in my main studio camera, and it's awesome for that. But it has a lot of interchangeable lenses, which this one, if you look, check this out. This is a great wide angle lens. I can zoom in there and see all my zits on my nose, or I can zoom out wide. This Canon EFS 1022, and I love this lens. To see the differences of the lenses on the 70D, this is the 11 to 22. I'm going to change it now to the 10 to 18, and this is how this one zooms. Okay, and this is back to the 10 by 22 one, and that looks the same. Another great thing about the 70D is it too has this fold-out viewfinder, so you can frame yourself beautifully. But again, you got to remember not to look at the viewfinder. That's what it looks like, and this is what it looks like if I look in the lens. Much better, right? Another main component of this camera rig is the tripod, these Joby bendy tripods, and they're great. You can just rest the camera right on like that. The big one, like that's on this camera here, called the Gorilla Pod by Joby, and it's the ball head and the actual piece, and oh shit, it's expensive. I don't even want to say how much it is, but this would be my primary vlogging setup for walking around outside in public looking like a douche. But it would be this. It would be holding on to this tripod like that and just talking in. But you see, it's my arm's not in the frame, which is great. It doesn't. I can walk. It's pretty steady. Next, for the 70D, let's talk microphones. This is the one I'm currently using now. It's the Rode Video Mic Go. I've had better, well I assume better because they were more expensive mics than this one, but I'll tell you why I like this one in 1 second. Let's do a sound test. This is this one. This is the Rode, so I don't know, this is this one. I got this wind protector, but I don't really know how to get it off, so I'm not gonna take it off. But this is a expensive Shure one. Let's hear what this sounds like. Oh, fuck. I just proved it. What I hate about these ones, these two, is you gotta remember to turn the damn things on. This is the expensive Shure one turned on. And also, you go through batteries. This is the more expensive Rode mic. Testing 1, 2. I got these wind things, so you know, like, if you're ever like walking around with it, these things are good. And then this is just the good old reliable, cheaper Rode, whatever I said it was before, mic. And that's it. You just plug her in, you turn on your camera, and you're ready to go. test on the Rode mic that you don't have to turn on, testing 1, 2. So this one's just the best for me all around. The last mic I have in here is if I'm ever doing voiceover stuff or voice of my little characters in GarageBand, then it's this little blue snowball. For any camera you get, also remember to get spare batteries and even spare chargers. It's good to have a couple of these things just lying around. This is my battery charging desk, and this is a handy thing to have. It's just one plug and about like 6 things come off of it, and that's a great thing to have. And as far as camera goes, I also have a few of these GoPros. Oh, and this. The most important camera I have is the one on my iPhone. You just always have it on you, and that's what makes it so great. And this is basically all you need. But the one problem is if you're getting a good shot, someone can call your camera, and that disrupts your shot. Yeah, happens all the time. An important thing about the iPhone for me is this Apple case, which just, it's a battery case and a protector also, but by using this, it gives me about 3 times the battery life that I would normally have just using the iPhone without it. And in my office for these little studio desk shots, this is the lighting setup I have. One of these things there, and one of those things there. Just these 2 softbox that were really cheap. I bought them on Amazon. And then this light, which is right behind the camera, which is good because it's LED and it's got like, I can go brighter or not. So it's good. Like this is how it looks on this camera here. Let's turn on. So like the brighter, I always just try to find what it is, and I'm not really good at using the manual settings on this camera. So it's just better for me to have it just push on. Oh yeah, and this is cool. I can go from just sitting in my office to studio lighting by I plugged them all into extension cord, so just got to do that, and now I'm just in regular. Then just one push of the button, and there, a little bright. Next up is drones. This is the DJI Phantom 4, which is an amazing drone. I loved it. I got it about a year ago. And this is the controller for it. Goes with an iPad mini, and this thing's awesome. But problem is to carry it around, this is the bag that I had to put it in, and it's big. You're carrying it around like this, or you're just walking around. The new drone, and then this is the new and favorite drone. Check out the size difference, right? And they both fly GPS, and they hold, and the wind doesn't really affect them. But check this out. This one doesn't fold down. This one, look at that. Folds right into the palm of your hand. And it gets an amazing picture. And it basically fits the whole thing in this bag. Just shove her in there. And then, unfortunately, I don't have the controller because it busted. I think DJI were so concerned in having the drone and everything fit in this one bag that if you stuck the controller in there, the little joysticks just kind of had to bend to the side, and one of them just stopped working on me, so I had to send it in for repair. So for the Mavic, you use the iPhone, and the controller is just about the same size. Here, this is a picture of the controller. The video that both of these drones take is just ridiculously good. So if you want one that's a little smaller that you can just throw in your backpack and take with you, this one. This one might get a little bit better picture, but I think I'm going to sell it on Kijiji before it's really obsolete. This one's amazing. This is the studio computer editing setup. I think this is a 2014 MacBook Pro, and I run Final Cut Pro on it. And it's also the Adobe suite, so I'll use a lot of Photoshop and then a little bit of After Effects. It's a big external monitor. And then what you need also is just a boatload of these external hard drives, because when you're doing these video files, you just load up on video, and you don't want to throw anything out in case you ever need it for whatever reasons. So that's the setup for the editing suite. And then there's the studio out here, which I absolutely don't use very much, but it's just good to have. And when I was doing corporate video, or if I'm going to do corporate video ever, this is great to have. I still have this studio shooter that I don't really use often. I just put the Canon 70D on this tripod, but it's still set up ready to go, and it's got a great boom mic. So if I'm doing a green screen shoot, I'll just use that setup with the Canon and the boom mic, and that seems to work pretty well. In the green screen studio, the lighting is really important. So you got this main light here. You got these 2 lights back here to light the green screen. Then it's good to get as far away from the green screen as you possibly can. So this would be the lighting setup for the green screen. The last little bit of studio stuff I have is this sort of my do-it-yourself overhead camera rig, and it works fine. Which is also great for doing these like stop motion things like this. And then obviously you need some creativity. I use a lot of these camera tricks, like if I just want to clean this off here, just to get rid of all that stuff on that desk. And then I could have my little creative mini me kazoo man guy. How you doing?
Good. We gonna do another brutal song?
Yeah, I know the song. So, or Angry Rob, who doesn't like Donald Trump or Kellyanne or any of these clowns.
Did you see that moron today openly criticized Nordstrom for dropping his daughter's line? And then Kellyanne goes and tweets and she pushes it saying that that's not allowed.
No matter what you have in gear, it's really secondary to the story you're trying to tell. You got to tell the story in an engaging way and make it watchable, and that's the real key to vlogging. It's not the fancy gear you have, although I am lucky to have some great gear. You can get all the gear you want, but you have to be able to use it. I don't know how to use it very well, but I know how to kind of use it. But then you have to take it and go make something and tell a story and get out. Yeah. We haven't had a nice day like this with this blue sky, and I'm gonna go out and finally do some droning. So walking around with the vlogging camera is hard enough. You feel like a big enough douche doing that. And then you bring this thing with you, this flying lawnmower, and it takes it to the next level. So I'm gonna go try to get a quick shot. With these drone shots, you just wanna get the bird up in the air, get your shot, and get the hell out of here. But I'm gonna do a time lapse, so I'm gonna put it up there and leave it. Hopefully it won't drive people nuts. I just wanna get that shot, which is just of the village looking south. The use of time lapses is twofold. The first being to use as an establishing shot to show the location. The second is to show passage of time. Time lapses have always been used like this. It wasn't just Casey Neistat who invented it. And I feel like a douche talking into this camera that's in this flower bed.
What the f is that? Yo! Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all, it's your boy. It's your boy. Dylan 9047. I'm better. Yo, see?
Alright, that's enough of that time lapse. Oh, the signal's lost and it's returning to home. I have no idea what that means. Look at that, it's right above. Check that out. Alright, that's good. I think I got the shot. Got the drone back, which is always a great thing. Look who it is, a couple old buddies. Hey, Lauren. Hey, see you, boys. I hate filming in public, but like Logan Paul said, this Logan Paul is a vlogger in LA, and that's what he says. He just says you have to go watch it.
Going for it, here we go. I hate this, I hate shooting in public. But you know what? We're gonna get kicked out. I don't care, let's do this.
You guys know this, I told you, I'm in savage mode.
Go ahead and just be a savage, just not worry about it. And that's my story about the gear I have and how I use it. I hope you liked it. If you did, please smash that like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe below. If you have any ideas about what you'd like to see me vlog about, please add it to the comments below. Or if you want to get together and do a vlog like that, please get in touch with me. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Are you the people flying the drone?